Let's take a look at the chart action for Sushi swap. Alright, so this chart looks very similar to Uniswap, and here's what I'm looking at. We have resistance right here, we have resistance right here. We have support right here, and right here. So that basically gives me these trend lines, something like this. And we're on the 4-hour time frame right now, and I think this is a pretty good time frame to watch. So we have a pattern, something like this, a channel pattern. We got to break out to the upside. Let's target from the top to the bottom of this channel, something like that. We'll drag that to the breakout, and we're looking at a target of approximately 13.62. That actually makes sense because it's coming up to this previous resistance zone, something like right there. This is on the 4-hour time frame, and we can zoom out and actually get a look at the bigger time frame and see what else is going on. So we have this support down here, and we have support right here. That looks like a bottom, something like this. And then we also have a top, something over here. We have resistance right here, resistance right here, and resistance right here and right here. I'm looking at something like this. We'll use these two tops right there for that trend line, and then we can also maybe get this resistance right here and this resistance right there and do a trend line something like this. So we have lines that we can watch basically to see if we break or hold support on. Let's see, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, it looks like our target is lining up pretty much perfectly with that downtrend, something like that. Are we going to be able to break through this downtrend when we get here and come up and retest this next trend line? Or is this downtrend right here going to give us resistance, and that's what's going to start making us head back down, something like that? So yeah, we do have resistance right here and resistance right here. We are kind of looking at a downtrend, something like that, but it looks like that target is coming up super close to it. So I'm kind of curious if we're going to get resistance there now. So yeah, we're going to have to wait and see what happens when we get to this line right here to see if we can break through it. Maybe we'll get some resistance and have to retest it a couple times and then break through it, or we'll have to retest it and maybe get a break to the downside. Let's see what's happening on the total crypto market cap. Maybe that'll give us a better idea. Alright, so we're looking at the total crypto market cap right now, and like in my Uniswap video, I was looking at resistance right here, support right here, and support right here. I was thinking it looked like we were breaking out to the upside, but now it looks like we're getting a little bit of resistance, so we might have to reevaluate this. But in general, I was targeting from the top to the bottom of this triangle. If we could get a clean breakout, I'm looking at a target of approximately 2.27, maybe something like that. And like I said in my Uniswap video, I think we have to hit this previous resistance, something like this first. So this would be step 1, and then this would be step 2, and then possibly step 3, and then maybe step 4. But like I said, one step at a time. So let's see if we could even just hit this target right here. If we go into like the 1-hour time frame, something like this, we can maybe do an uptrend. We can maybe watch this uptrend going like that, and until we break that uptrend going to the downside, something like that, I'm assuming that we're heading up and we might be able to hit our target, something right here possibly. Then we can, if we could break that level, then maybe we could target up here. I think in general though, if this chart is moving up, then this is going to be good for all the coins in general. Some coins are moving even when we're kind of going sideways, like we're getting all-time highs on Polkadot, and different coins are doing really good. But I think if we could break above this trend line right here with some clear momentum, I think in general we are trending up, but I think if we could get some clear momentum, this is going to be really good for basically all the coins. Let's see how long we could ride this uptrend going to the upside, or if we could get a cleaner breakout, maybe something like that. Alright, so I'm looking at the Sushi swap to Bitcoin chart, and what I'm watching is this resistance right here, support right here, and support right here. We're on the 4-hour time frame right now, and it looks like kind of like a wedge pattern, or you could also argue maybe a W pattern, or an inverse head and shoulders, something like that. Either way, I'm going to target from the top to the bottom right here, and we could drag that to the breakout, something like this, and I'll be targeting something like this. We're basically looking at this chart for momentum. If this chart is moving up, then that's good for Sushi swap. That means that some of that Bitcoin money is rolling into Sushi swap. Okay, so I just zoomed out, and I don't know, let me know if you guys agree with this. But I've been talking about this. I just got chills, guys. But watch, check this out. Might not even be the target. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. We've been talking about cup and handles patterns, right? We got resistance right here. We got resistance right here. We got a cup pattern, something like this. Let me know if I'm crazy or not. Then we have a downward channel, something like this. That is basically a textbook not head and shoulders, cup and handle, something like that. So what we would do is target from the top to the bottom of this cup. I'm not super familiar with cup and handles. I rarely see them. I think it's something like that, from the top to the cup to the bottom of the cup, something like that. We drag it to the breakout, and we're looking at something like that, guys. If we could break, I think, this trend line right here, Sushi Swap might be in for a big move. So yeah, let me know if you guys think I'm crazy or not. Do you guys think this right here messes up that cup pattern? Or do you think that's part of it? Like I said, I'm not a super expert on cup and handles, but in my opinion, that looks pretty much like what we're supposed to be looking out for when we see a cup and handle. I'm pretty sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like I said, this is Sushi Swap to Bitcoin. So if this chart is able to head up, that's going to be really good for Sushi Swap. We might be able to come up and retest these levels up here. I think the other thing that we can do, just to kind of put another cherry on the top, is do a Fibonacci retracement from the bottom. Let's actually keep those lines there. We'll do it from the top to the bottom. Like we hit the bottom of that, and we're looking for like a dead cat bounce kind of thing. And so the 50% level lines up almost perfectly with that cup and handle pattern. Holy, that's pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think. I think if we could break this trend line right here, I don't see why we can't come up and hit that target right there. That's what I'm going to be looking at pretty much. All right, so if we come back to the Sushi Swap, I didn't see this before either, but you can see cup and handle something very similar. So we'd be doing something like this. We have a downtrend right there, and then we have a downtrend something like this. We're basically in this channel pattern, something like this. I think if we could break above this channel pattern, then same thing, we'll be looking at the top of this cup, be doing the top to the bottom of this cup right there, drag that to the breakout, and we'd be looking at something like that, possibly around maybe 21, possibly retesting these previous highs right there. Like I was talking about in the Bitcoin to Sushi Swap chart, this one looks way more like a cup that it looks like more of a cup. It doesn't have a bunch of crazy things going on like this. It's just basically a textbook cup, and then we got the handle coming off of it. So yeah, I think the line we'll be watching is this breakout right here. If we could break above that, we're going to see a big move for Sushi Swap. For right now, let's target this area right here. In the smaller time frame, we go back to that 4-hour time frame. We got this channel pattern breaking to the upside. We're looking at a target of around 13.64. Let's do step 1 first, and then if we could break through that, then we might be looking at a big target. So keep your eyes on Sushi Swap. Alright, if you guys like that video, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to support the channel, hit up my Patreon with the link below.